KATC Weather Lab. Here's Eric's forecast.
School may be starting back up across a good portion of Acadiana, but it is still very much summer as it feels like 93 outside this afternoon. Feel like temperatures as high as 105 in some locations, and that heat and humidity will just continue. That did give way to a few more showers this evening, but I do think rain chances gradually continue to go down, pushing into the weekend. But let's take a look outside. Earlier today, Justin Terrell in Crowley getting this shot of the church steeple with those puffy cumulus clouds and bright blue sunny skies across a good portion of Acadiana. But we have started to see those clouds get a little fuller and start to produce some showers and thunderstorms across Acadiana. So let's kick it up upstairs and take a look at the enhanced satellite and water vapor. And you can see that big cluster of storms that moved through back into Arkansas and down into Mississippi and Alabama. Some of that moisture has leaked back into our region, and that's what's got some of that activity going now as we push into the evening. You can see as that moisture worked its way down south, it began to eventually work its way back to the west a little bit, and that's what got those storms to fire up earlier this evening and are continuing with some strong thunderstorms in some areas. So here's a look at the satellite and radar showing some of that activity that did fire up mainly along the I-10 corridor, but a good bit of it is now falling apart. But we do still have one strong system in North Lafayette Parish. So we'll zoom in, take a closer look at that. You can see still a good decent amount of thunder and lightning near the Karen Crow area just to the southwest of Arnoldville. That system is moving off to the east, so we should slide just between Breaux Bridge and Arnoldville here shortly. Most of Lafayette has stayed dry, and even this tail end of the system that extended down towards Maurice and Doosan, it's now weakening, but I wouldn't be surprised if a few drizzles do make their way into portions of the hub city. But a good bit of this activity is falling apart, and that should be the trend over the coming hours like we've seen the past several evenings. As we move deeper into the night, a lot of it falls apart. And another stronger system just to the north of Highway heading up into Allen Parish, that's also pushing off to the east, so more heavy downpours could be heading towards Highway 165 between Kinder and Highway in the next 15 minutes or so. But I do expect this system to also weaken as the evening goes on, and that's how the model plays this out. Most of the activity falling apart by 8-9 o'clock. We start off with dry conditions, maybe some low clouds around, but eventually, like today, a good bit of puffy cumulus clouds tomorrow afternoon. But the models are again painting a lower rain chance, so I think we'll drop it down to just 10-20% for our Friday. But with rain chances on the lower side, that'll allow temperatures to maybe warm up another degree. So I'll go 94 for the high. Feel like temperatures pushing 105 to 109. So another heat advisory has been issued for Friday. And even in the Saturday, rain chances look to remain on the low side, although you do see a bit more moisture off to our east over into Mississippi. So if you have plans down in New Orleans, don't be surprised if you see at least a few more scattered showers down towards there. But I think Acadiana at least stays dry the next couple days. Maybe some moisture returns with that system by about Sunday. The other news today is NOAA put out its latest numbers, and they have gone up for the hurricane season. Now 10 to 17 named storms, 5 to 9 of which could become hurricanes, 2 to 4 now major hurricanes. All those numbers a little bit on the above average size, and that's because El Nino is weakening, and so the wind shear not going to be as much to limit that activity. But so far, only 2 named storms, Andre and Barry, which we had a month ago. Chantel will be our next storm whenever that happens. But the good news is things in the short term look to be on the low side as big areas of dust continue to move out of Africa and extend across those main development zones. So over the next 7 to 10 days, not really expecting any tropical activity in the Atlantic. But closer to the home, we'll just call it a few showers out there this evening. Otherwise, warm and muggy. 78 for that overnight low, and then tomorrow 94. As I mentioned, a very hot and humid one. Heat advisory in effect already, as those heat indices will get up to around 105 to 109. Very low rain chances, just 10-20%. That continues in the Saturday, so more heat sticks with us, and that looks to be the trend into the first half of next week. Better rain chances return by the second half of the following week.